If a theater is at 50% capacity, is it half full or half empty? As Los Angeles and Orange counties edge closer to the orange tier in California's COVID-19 restriction system, companies that stage live performance are cautiously optimistic that the region is poised for a summer of cultural diversion and togetherness, outdoors, after more than a year of pandemic separation. So many questions, however, lurk in the numbers. The number of performers allowed on stage, the number of guests allowed in the audience, the number of masks and hand sanitizer dispensers that must be purchased, the number of COVID-19 tests that need to be administered, the number of dollars needed for air purification and recirculation systems, the number of days until it gets too cold again for outdoor performances. Not being able to operate at full capacity, even outdoors, is a huge challenge for pandemic-starved companies, said Independent Shakespeare Company's co-founder and managing director, David Melville. The company is largely sustained through its annual summer festival in Griffith Park, which can attract up to 1,000 people a night. We're on such a tight margin. We rely on donations generated from performances, so in terms of feasibility anything less than 100% isn't feasible, but if we were only going to do things that are feasible, we wouldn't have started this company, he said. I think equally unfeasible is not doing it. For now, the company has pushed its opening from June to late July and plans to run through Labor Day, but Melville said he expects the situation to remain unnervingly fluid. Griffith Park has yet to sign off on holding shows in the park because it is still waiting on guidance from California's Department of Public Health. Meanwhile, construction continues on a new outdoor stage, so if shows do happen this summer, they might need to be relocated. Many arts organizations said business as usual will not return for months, perhaps years. Institutions that have outdoor areas are intent on making use of that space, while groups that don't are focused on securing an outdoor site. Large venues that would lose money operating at reduced capacity are instead mostly planning online shows for summer while hoping for a brighter, less distanced fall. Until early March, live performance had been entirely left out of the California Health Department's color-coded blueprint for reopening. Beginning April 1st, live performance outdoors can restart at 20% capacity in the red tier, which most of the state, including LA, occupies. When counties enter the orange tier, as LA and Orange counties are expected to do next week, that number rises to 33%. In the yellow tier, capacity limits lift to 67%. There are two gaping holes in these guidelines. First, that guidance applies only to outdoor venues with fixed seating, like the Hollywood Bowl, and despite the good weather in Southern California, not many organizations have that kind of permanent space.